Morning. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. It's a 20-degree sunrise. It's actually a little late. Came up a few minutes ago. It's a little prettier than too. Whew. All right. Again, reasons why I shovel snow. You can still see I got a little bit of ice because it did refreeze. You know, all of my icicles. We're supposed to get up to 45 today, which means this will all thaw again and hopefully clear my road. We'll see. All right, don't go back in the house. It's cold. 20 degrees is too chilly for mama. Talk to you later. Yeah, so even at 43 degrees, I've not had any snow melt. Actually, that is a fib. I'd show you the driveway, but you know, the Jeep license plate, etc. There has been melt. Do things like you look at Panda's footprint. That is slushy snow underneath there. It is melting under the bottom. Now that's all going to refreeze tonight. We're going to go low again. Yay. So I just emptied the compost and getting ready to give my chickens their little snacky treat because they don't like the snow. Again, I've opened up the coop and the run this morning, made sure they had plenty of scratch and food and warm water and so on down the line. And they are staying in the coop and in the run where, you know, they don't have snow and ice. They're living life large and loving it. So I'm getting ready to come, you know, give them some worms, and just like we did yesterday, Panda's in the snow. Are you getting that snow, Panda dog? You getting that snow? What you smelling? What is it? What is it? You smell something? Is it the critters? She goes almost eye deep in the snow with her nose. She's like, oh, it was nothing. I love my dog. And she loves the snow. So anyway, they've not been outside yet, the chickens. There's Honey. Go on, what you doing, Mom? You come to give us treats? I hear a couple of them hanging out inside the coop. And with all the runoff, it's a little muddy and slushy over here. Well, hi, honey. Hi, Copper. I know, Mommy's here. All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go so I can take care of my girls, because they take care of me. And I'll talk to you later. So my lady's coming out. She was in there getting some beauty sleep. Everybody else is already down here going, look, Mom put the worms down. Brought some fresh scratch. They don't care about the scratch. Mom put the worms down. It's my babies. I know, cuckoos. Alright, I'm gonna go check eggs. Y'all have an awesome day. So I've not had enough melt for the icicles to start forming. At least not well off of my wet weather waterfall. I do see a spot, but not enough to, I don't know, get me back up there and, you know, climb into the snow more than necessary. I did come out this way because I wanted to see if the sunny spot, which is on the other side of the hill here, how much that is cleared. Because it's in sun all day. And if it's 100% clear, that makes sense, because I know this is the last spot to clear, because it's always in the shade. It doesn't matter when. It never gets the amount of sunlight that other areas do. So, you know, I can drive in a little snow. It just has a little bit of a drive between me and the mailbox. It's just how it is. So, you know, come up into my winter wonderland. See how much snow I got. See if I'm leaving tomorrow. I got about an hour's worth of, how do I call it? 43 degrees left, because that's what it is right now. So according to the weather, I've got about an hour of that temperature left, and then we start dropping. And you know, I drop before that. Once the sun goes behind the mountain, my temperature drops fast. So, you know, walk past this area, which will be snowy or icy for a little while. And look at the sunny side. Because I still have a lot of snow up here. So it's kind of interesting. I'm not seeing last year I had coyote tracks in the snow heavily. Not this year. All this spotted stuff is the where the snow is dripping off the trees and out of the pine. Panda don't care. She says she'll lick tracks. Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. It's my road and it's not thought at all. Hey. Little stumbly right there. Yeah, there's a little spot right there. And that's because it's a rocky outcrop, so it probably hit 43 and started warming those rocks up. But the rest of the hill, that's all ice. Ice and snow. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere. All right. Not like it's an issue. I have everything I need. Water, food, firewood, you know, propane. You name it, I got it. We're good. You ready to go back to the house, Panda? Come on. Let's go. Panda, come. Panda, come. Panda, come. Panda, come. She's like, Mom, I smell it. Panda, come. Good girl. Good, come. Come on. Come on. Come on. Joe better come get Mama's. Joe better come get Mama's. You're so silly. Let's go to the house, huh? All right, she's back. We're going to go back to the house. Talk to you later. Corner still looks messy. All right, so we'll start with the smaller shelves. I've already got them adjusted, but these are small enough to hang the light. Makes sense, and put the trays under them. And if I have a lot of trays, then I can go the long way like this and actually put 4 trays across, or just, you know, keep it at this level and only do 2 trays. I have 2 shelves set up like this, that one and this one. It's the right distance for it. And then the one directly below it is the larger ones, so when the plants get too big for the trays, that makes sense, they can move down and still have plenty of room to grow up. The light stays here because the light will go through the racking here to where the plants are on the larger size, which is, you know, again, why I wanted to set it up like that. I do want to get some plexiglass though. With the plastic tray slide, they like to catch on the rungs. Plexiglass will allow the light to continue to go through and the trays not get stuck. So that's the thought process. Otherwise, I think it came out fine. And then from there, it's all cleanup. Got the 2 lights plugged in. I've got my timer, so they come on and come off. Some of it I still have to work. Like the beans, I've got 3 or 4 different kinds of beans and lentils. Navy beans, white beans, you know, lentils. I think I got some pinto beans. As I get the stuff that's out there, you can just barely see the corner of it. As I get that away, whether it's burned or trashed or whatever, I want to be able to take some of those, excuse me, some of those totes, which will actually fit under the shelving there. And I can do things like separate the beans into what kind they are versus all of them being in one tote. And maybe the tea's the same way, or like my soups and crackers, separate them down. I'm just not sure. And by me soups, I mean the ones that are in the pouches there, not in the cans. Mostly I want to clear those two sides off right there, and that will give me the room to put the corn and the green beans on the shelf. Does that make sense? So all the canned goods are on the shelf, and I can actually see what I have going on. Certain other things. I got my little plastic tote here where the drawers slide out. I'm thinking about putting that here where these boxes are still in the way, and I can put most of the smaller spices like this in the drawers in the tote. Does that make sense? So that's also shelving room that they're not taking up. I like that thought too. You know? Just thought processes. Having said that, I'm going to stop for a few minutes. I'm needing a break, I'm not going to lie. I've not plugged in the TV and stuff yet because I don't have a multi-plug for it. I want a surge protector, so when I hook the TV and the VCR and the Nintendo or whatever, yeah, see, there's a Nintendo up there. It still works. Anyway, when I hook it up, it's on, yes, I have words, a multi-plug. So I can, turn it off, turn it on, whatever. I've also got stuff in the closet that I know I'm going to get rid of. Mostly because the thought process has continued to be, I've been here 5.5 years, almost 6. It'll be 6 in May. There you go, get the words right. 6 in May. If I've not used it in 6 years, I'm not going to. So there's stuff there that needs to leave. Supervisor approved. So just another sweeping glance. Cleaned out the closet a lot. It was all full of totes. 2 of the totes are in there. They're now empty. One of the totes or 2 totes are right there. They're still full. Yes, that means they're leaving. So, but this is very much empty. Now, I still have stuff to go through. It is a Japanese tea chest, and it is full of Japanese kimonos and other things. Not going through that tonight. Military documents, those have to stay. And there's room for them right in there. Beyond that, it's books and electronics and the bookshelf here. I guess something I can do tomorrow. There's not enough snow melt for me to, how do I say it, for me to leave tomorrow. I won't be going anywhere, which is still okay. I just have to decide what I'm going to do where. I had thought about, because I can't put my paint stuff, both my oil paints and my acrylics and so on down the line, in the workshop. Between the cold and the heat, a lot of my gallon stuff is actually gone bad. And it's because it's not temperature controlled. So I thought about putting it in here. And that way it's in a temperature controlled environment. And I can get to it relatively easy. Doesn't have to be in totes. I don't do a lot. My oil painting I do a lot, my craft stuff. But I also, when I'm contracted out to do artwork for somebody, it's helpful when I still have good paint. And so I'm going to have to check them all and see if they're good. And what's good gets to stay and will probably move here in the house. And what's not good gets to leave with everything else. But that's kind of what I want to do with that shelf. Or the shelf and the floor, however I decide to do that. Let's get my painting stuff there. It's just how it works. And then, like I said, for the most part, the stuff is, if it's not supposed to be in here, it's not in here. I still got some stuff on the shelf right there I got to go through. Little things. Got some bottles and stuff up there I need to go through. Probably close to 90% done in here, which is awesome. All right. Having that, it's time to cook dinner. I've just put the chickens away. I'm a little hungry. And yeah, I will talk to you later.